Assalamu alaikum. Welcome students. We are discussing about classes and objects. In last class we discussed about member functions, declaration, inside the class definition and outside the class definition. We already discussed that. One more example I am taken here to know how we are declaring. In this example, we are using both inline functions and outside functions both. See, in this program, first we are included here the iostream.h. It is the header file we must include to use the cout that stream operators to use that. Next, first thing I am here declaring and defining one function class here. Class with the name of item. This is the function members of the class. Members of the class. In that two data members are there. One is int, another is float. Int n is int data type, cost is the type of float I am taken here. Next, two functions are there here, member functions. One is get data that we are declared outside the class definition. Another function display we are declared inside the class definition only. Clear? So this is the inline function, this is the outside function. Remember, this display is the inline function, get data is the outside function. Clear? Before declaring that, before outside we declare, we should write the statement of that get data within the class definition. Here void is a return type, there is no return type here. Void means two arguments are passing here, that is one is integer type, another is floating point. Here a and b I am giving name to the arguments. Next, here I am displaying the function. In this display function, here also there is no return type and no parameters here. No parameters we are passing. Now come to now we are outside the class definition. I am declaring this function here. You just remember return type. Here also it is void. Here also it is void. It should be same. It cannot be changed. Return type is same. Next, class name item class name with scope resolution operator. This means this function belongs to the class item. It has the scope which item has the scope. In item, what are the scope we are defining in the class definition? Same scope is get data also belongs to that only. Here same parameters, two parameters are there. Here also we are passing two parameters. Within that I am initializing the values n. See, remember n and cost are the members of the item. These are the private members. So this get data is member of the same class. So it can directly access the member of the data members of the class, same class. Remember n is equal to a, cost is equal to b. A which we are passing the value here, that value we are assigning to n and cost here. Now in main program I am created the object and calling the function. Once we execute the program, the execution will always start from main. Here it will start first what happened, item x. Here what it means, item is a class name. We are creating the object with the name of x. X is the object of the item class. Remember, x is the object of the class item. Now by using the direct access operator, we are calling this one. First you remember here x dot get data, we are calling the function. Here we are passing the values. Remember, while calling the function only we are passing the values if any arguments are there. I am passing two values here, 10 and 150.5, because it is the integer type, it is the floating point. Remember here, it is integer, it is floating. Same should be we are passing here. It should not change. Instead of in the place of integer, if you give a floating point, it will show some error like that. We are calling the function. Now this function come to here, it will call this function. Now it execute this function. Now see, get data int a value is 10, b value is 150.5. Now here we are initializing the values, assigning the values. N is equal to a. Now here n value is 10, b value is 150.5. Same value we are assigning here. So now n is equal to 10, cost is equal to 150.5. These values. Now values become n is equal to 10, cost is equal to 150.5. Next, once it executed, it will no return value, it will directly come to here. After this, it will execute the next statement. Here we are calling the display function. Display function call कर रहे हैं, so it will directly come to the display function. Here it will come. Here what happened? We are displaying the values. See out number n. n is what is the n value? यहाँ पे हमने initialize किए हैं, तो n value हो गया 10. यहाँ पे display होगा 10. n del means you already know. To go to new line, we are using n del. It will go to new line. Here what is the output first? I will write output here first. यहाँ पे आउटपुट क्या होगा? आप नंबर कोलन n वैल्यू डिस्प्ले होगी. n वैल्यू इज 10. नाउ इट इज 10. नेक्स्ट it will execute this. Here what happened? Cost colon, what is the cost? 150.5. Once it execute all the statements, it will go to the main function again. Here next it return 0, come out of the main function. Return 0 means all are executed successfully. Main program executed successfully. This is the output. Clear? This is how we are defining the function inside the class definition and outside the class definition. Clear? Here get data is the inline function. Outside function. Display is the inline function. This is one example. By using in this way, you should remember the main points. Remember here is when the large programs come, the member function, at that time we are write the function outside the class definition. For that purpose, if the small programs of functions are small, then no need to go outside, we can write here only. If it is large, then we are writing outside. While writing the outside, remember the point, the return data type and the arguments, number of arguments we are passing should be same here also. We should write the name of the function with scope resolution operator. Clear? This is about classes and object. In next class we will see another topic. If you have any doubt in this, you can ask me. Thank you.